There's some of y'all watching this right now that's not even subscribed. That's weird. That's like stalking at them.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video of Vibes Remastered. Y'all know the vibes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get notifications when I post. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media. Will be in the description box down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, y'all, first things first, if y'all haven't checked out my previous video, I will put the link for that in the description box down below, and I will also insert it right here. Second thing second, man, as y'all can see from today's title, today I am going to be talking about my AIT experience as a 31 Echo. For those of y'all that don't know what that is a correction specialist. If you haven't watched my video about my basic training experience, I'll also put that in the link below, and I'll also insert it right here. And lost my train of thought.
Embarrassing!
If y'all did watch that video, I told y'all that I would do a separate video talking about my AIT experience and just pretty much everything that you're gonna go through while you're there. So I didn't see a lot of these videos for my specific MOS before going in, so I said, hey, why not, you know, spread that knowledge for the people that's looking for the videos like I was. So first thing I want to say before I get into everything is that there's two things I want to say. Number one, your experience is it's gonna be test based. So you're gonna be in a classroom setting, they're gonna show you how to do things hands-on, and then you're gonna be tested on it, and you're gonna have like this little pamphlet, and they're gonna check if you would go or no go. So that's the first thing that I wanna say about it. Second, this is not your normal AIT. This is not, oh, like we get our phones every day, we finna be chilling, watching movies, we out the barracks. No. I hate to break it to you, but no, you don't get your phone every day. You still in them barracks, and yeah, you get a first 72 hours, you gonna get shower drills and everything. So
the ghetto.
I'm just giving it to you real, man. So just be prepared for that. It's not finna be y'all. It's not finna be like 88 land. I'm taking shots at my brother, y'all. But don't even think that. But I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get straight into everything that y'all gonna go over. And like I said in my last video, I do have a list going because I say a lot, I say like a lot, and I start to ramble. So I try to keep it clean for y'all. Y'all know how I do. I care about y'all.
Shut up, bitch!
Alright, first thing you're gonna go over is restraints. Obviously, you're gonna be working corrections, you're gonna be working in the jail, you're gonna be working in a facility. So that's like one of the first things you're gonna be tested on. How to put the restraints on correctly, both arm, leg, and body restraints. How to take them off correctly. I'm not even gonna go over how you're supposed to do that because I'm giving y'all too much. Y'all gonna have to wait till y'all get there. Sit in that classroom like I did. Go over it hands-on, practice it, and then you're gonna get tested on it. But yeah, that's one of the first things you're gonna learn is how to put the restraints on. Second thing you're gonna learn is the pressure points. Now, I don't wanna sound like a crazy, you know what I'm saying, like a crazy person, but this was like one of my favorite things to learn. Like,
I don't know about that.
I didn't know, which I kind of should have figured. I didn't know that they was gonna have to do them on me first before I could do them on anybody.
Well, no fucking shit.
I'm not gonna go over how you do them. I will point out some specific ones, like some of my favorite ones, and then some of the ones that had like the most effect on me. You're gonna learn one that's like right here, hurt like hell, but it's one of my favorites. You're gonna learn about one back here, hurt like hell, but one of my favorites. It's gonna be like one right here. It didn't really have no effect on me. It ain't had no effect on me. That one did. And some of them won't. You'll see that some of them won't, and then maybe all of them will. It just depends on how your body reacts to it. But yeah, you're gonna learn those. There's gonna be two different types you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn dynamic, which is a striking motion. Like you're gonna get hit and they go, you know, you're gonna hit them back basically. Just, you know, depending on the pressure point. If it's dynamic, it's a striking motion, and then if it's just a pressure point, then you're just gonna be pressing it in. But yeah, free chicken. Third thing, clinch drills. I don't really know how to describe this without giving it all away. I might just have to say it. All right, pretty much clinch drills is when one of the instructors or the drill sergeants, depending on, you know, whoever you get, they're gonna be dressed up in an orange jumpsuit and they're gonna have boxing gloves on. You're gonna have a mouthpiece, headgear, then you're gonna get in there. You basically gonna get in the ring with your instructor or drill sergeant. And they pretty much gonna be piecing your ass up. And you're gonna have to stop them. You can't hit them back, but you're gonna have to defend yourself. Like, you're gonna have to have your hands up, stop them from hitting you. And you're gonna have to subdue them. Like, you're gonna have to put them in some kind of clinch. And I'm not gonna get out of the way because you're gonna learn what the clinches are when you get there. But it's gonna be 3 different ones that they're gonna show you. And you have to do one of them in a certain amount of time, the correct way for them to stop hitting you, basically. Like I said, not to be that person, but it was fun to me. My senior definitely gave me a run for my money, but yeah, it was definitely an adrenaline rush for me. So, you know, I got a couple body shots, like, as soon as they was like, got any questions, I was like, no. They was like, go. Boom, got hit in the mouth, but it was what it was. So just be prepared for that. Woo, boy, oh boy. I see a lot of people asking this question, and I asked myself, because I didn't want it to be true. Are you gonna get OC sprayed? Are you gonna get pepper sprayed? Yes, you are. Unfortunately. Now, you won't get tased there. You might get that at like your first unit or whatever, but the pepper spray, the OC spray, yeah, you're gonna get OC sprayed. It's gonna be the worst like 2 or 3 days of your life. Huh? Because it's gonna be water based. When you take a shower, it's gonna reactivate, your eyes gonna be red. It's gonna be horrible. And it's not like you just get the spray and then you just go on about your day. Now, you get the spray and then you gotta do this whole little obstacle course. I'm sure y'all have seen the videos online. And you're gonna get like 10 seconds to put some soap and water on your eyes, and then you're gonna walk around in a circle for like forever. And you just gonna feel like, why is this happening to me? So yes, the OC spray was like one of the worst things that I did there. So just mentally prepare yourself for that. Mentally prepare yourself for that. All right, next thing you're gonna learn is forms. That's probably, forms and OC spray was probably the 2 things that weren't physical. You get tested on this in the classroom, it's all on paper. It's just, with this, you really want to pay attention to the details. They're gonna teach you what forms you're gonna use for whatever disciplinary report. If an inmate does this, what report are you gonna fill out? If an inmate has contraband, what form are you gonna use to, you know, notify your higher ups? So just pay attention to that. It's pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. What that and the OC spray is like 2 things there where you like not getting your ass whooped, like not sugarcoating it. So like I said, just pay attention to detail with forms. Study which form goes with what disciplinary action. So, yeah. Forced seal extraction. Boy, oh boy. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In that moment, I hated my life. It was like a moment where like we was doing it, and I looked up at my battle buddy, she looked up at me, and I was just like, damn. But afterwards, I'm like, okay, that was what's up. But forced cell extraction is basically, it's gonna be you, 4 other people. If you're the team lead, you're gonna have a specific job. And if you're one of the 4 other people, then you're gonna have a specific job as well. You're gonna go in this room, read off what your job is. You're gonna have this gear on. It's gonna be like headgear, shin guards, all this good stuff. You're gonna march down this hallway. The first person is gonna have a shield. They're gonna slam it up against this door. They're gonna call out what they see. The inmate is doing this, that, and the third. They might be standing on the bed, or they might be liquid on the floor. Like, you gotta call those things out. Once you call whatever you see out, they're gonna take the shield, open that cell, then y'all gonna be tussling.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
And you would think like 5 against 1, like, you know, that's easy, because I thought the same thing. When I seen the videos before I went in, I was like, this ain't nothing, man. This ain't nothing. Nah, it's something. Number 1, the OCP's on in that little ass cell was already hot, and then you got the gear on top of that, and I'm like, we're literally dripping in sweat trying to roll this man over on his stomach so we can put the restraints on him. Then you gotta pick him up, take him out the cell, make sure they don't need medical. You pick him up, put him back in there. It's like a whole thing. But I'm not gonna spill Not gonna spill it all for y'all. I gave y'all most of it for real, but y'all see about everything when y'all get there, but just keep that in mind. Frisk and strip searches, you're gonna learn about those. That's another thing where you're not gonna be getting your ass beat. With the frisk and strip searches, like I said, you're not gonna be getting your ass beat with that. It's not physical. But you're gonna learn how to properly frisk search them, and you're gonna learn how to properly strip search them. Obviously, you're not gonna be stripping down naked. Y'all gonna have APFUs under your OCPs, and you're gonna be tested on, you know, what needs to be removed first, how you're gonna search that person, if you touch that person, depending on what search you're doing. So, like I said, it's a detailed thing for that one as well. So just make sure you're paying attention for that one. Access and egress. Okay, I lied, y'all. I was like, it's only like 2 things where they don't put their hands on you. Okay, no, it's like 5. This is one of the easiest things to, like, everybody should pass this. But pretty much access and egress is you're monitoring who's coming in and out of the facility by vehicle. So you're pretty much asking them for their badge, making sure it matches and everything, having them get out, search the car. You'll learn all the details when you get there, but it's pretty much car searches in and out of the facility. So weapons qualification, fun, man, fun. As y'all know, in basic, you qualify with an M4. Here, you qualify with an M17. For those of y'all that don't know what that is, it's a pistol. Very, very fun. Everybody should qualify, because it's not like the M4 qualification where the targets are popping up. It's a standstill target. As long as all of your bullets are going in that silhouette, you're good. You're gonna do it from different distances. You're gonna shoot while you're moving. It's gonna be a lot of different things that you're gonna do. It's gonna be a 3-day period. For us, we didn't have our phones for the 3-day period because we wanted our minds to be focused. You know, God forbid somebody got a call before they went to the range, like, oh, your mom just died. And now you out there like, what the fuck? So it was definitely fun to learn a little more about the weapon, like the ins and out of it, how to take it apart, put it back together. I will say with the M17, it's much lighter than the M4. So, I mean, the M4 ain't that much, but carrying it around with everything else, that should be hell. But yes, long story short, shooting with the M17 is fun. You just gotta listen, be swift with it, be clean with it, and you'll do good. Now this right here, this one, go ahead and prepare yourself. Riot control.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Now let me tell y'all something about myself. Before I got to Missouri, I weighed 115. Literally when I freaking got to AIT, I was up to like 125. That ain't shit. Oh, like, riot control was hell for me, man. Holding up that shield and just every time I got up on the line, getting my ass kicked or punched across the freaking world. Like, it was hell for me. Now afterwards, like I said, it's one of them adrenaline rush things. Like, oh shit, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, also keep in mind, you might do this more than once. Like, obviously they're gonna run through it a couple times to make sure you got it, but that's not what I mean. You might, you know, do it that day, cool. 2 weeks later, you might have to do it again. Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know what riot control is, you pretty much have your IOTV on, your ACH, you're gonna have your shield. They're gonna teach you the proper formation for it, how you line up, how your shields are supposed to be touching. They're gonna show you different ways to get them off of the shields and what to call out, things of that nature. So, like I said, after the fact, it was fun. Everybody was a little bruised up. We all had something to talk about, but it is what it is. Facility exam, not a physical thing. Pretty much is what it is. It's an exam based on everything that you've been taught that far. It has like, I want to say like 83 questions on it, maybe 85. Don't quote me. But yes, you're going to take a facility exam based on everything that you learned up until that point. And you can only get a certain number wrong to go the first time. I don't want to brag, but I only got 3 wrong, but
Shut your stupid ass up.
okay, sorry y'all. But yeah, for this, all I would say is to During the weeks when you're in those classroom settings, they're gonna tell you what to write down. They're not gonna have you write down unnecessary stuff. So just pay attention to that. If you feel like you need to star it, underline it, whatever, do that. So you can have those notes to study when it comes time. They're gonna give you time to study. They're gonna give you all. Sometimes you're gonna study on your own. Like everybody sleep, you up, make note cards, read through your notes, have someone quiz you. Just study. That's it. Don't think you that guy. Just study. All right, last thing is STX. Pretty much is an FTX that you do at basic, but it's gonna be at the facility. So a lot of your training will happen in a mock facility down the street from the barracks. And the STX is basically 3 days of you running the facility for real. You might get lucky, you might not have to work any of those days, and then you might get like me and have a different position every single day. So, you know, they may have you working in cell block alpha, or they might have you being an escort. They may have you working at the Sally port. They may have you working in control, looking at the camera. So you just never know. So I would say with that, just make sure you pay attention. You will know what your role and what your position is gonna be for those 3 days before you get into it. So it's not like they just throwing y'all into it. Personally, I would just say once you get your position, just go through your notes and be like, okay, this position does that, this position does that, you know, so you have it in your head like, hey, when I get there, like, this is what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a piece of cake, but it definitely helps to know and be confident in your position. So when you get there, it's not like you freezing up, or, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's definitely gonna get physical. They're definitely gonna give you hell. They just wanna make sure that you know what you're doing. So I'm not gonna give away the surprise at the end, but all I can say is good luck.
Soon enough, it'll be your turn, so good luck, Charlie.